Hello everybody, welcome to another video. I'm out today doing something that I did almost exactly what I did 2 years ago. I'm doing the Pont Llogel loop via Lake Vyrnwy, taking in a section of Glyndwr taking us up to the point where it joins the Glyndwr's Way, and we're following that all the way around today. So very much the same as I did, only the weather was a lot sunnier and it was a lot warmer then. But yeah, you'll have noticed actually on the way up, the bit of the Glyndwr is closed because they're doing forestry work up there. So it doesn't really impact what I want to do today. In fact, it forces us to take a little shortcut, to be fair, so that's not bad. Okay, so you're probably wondering why I'm back out filming another section of the Glyndwr Way. We finished the Glyndwr Way. Well, we did, but there was a diversion where we had to use the road to come back into Pont Llogel up over quite a steep hill. So today's video we are thanking Simon Brooks, who posted a comment on that video saying that he'd just done it a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago maybe, and that the route was open again now and a load of steps. So, and I said we'd come back, so here we are coming back, and here we are joining the Glyndwr Way. Now the crossroads where I would have met is just up around that corner, but I'm not going to go up there now, so we'll go down here and make our way towards Lake Vyrnwy. It's good to see this dragon again and the yellow tops. Yeah, next week I'm going down to do a different national trail, not the entirety of it because I've already done the northern stretch, but I'm going to do the Offers Dyke. I'm going to do, or attempt to do at least, next bank holiday weekend I'm starting, where hopefully, according to the weather forecast, the temperature will be double what it is today. It's about 9, I think, going to be today. It's a bit colder than that now. And if it weren't for the fact that I'm walking, I would have probably have put my coat on just to keep the chill off, but I'm warm again now, so it's fine. But yeah, 20 degrees, 21 degrees hopefully, so that'll be nice. And it shouldn't be too cold in the night, so I've got to debate what sleeping bag I'm going to take. But anyway, I've got sidetracked. That always seems to happen. Yeah, I got sidetracked there. But basically, yeah, I'm doing from Sedbury Cliffs, which is where the official start of the southern, if you're doing it south to north, starts. Not a lot there apparently, just a little rock saying here it is, and a plaque. And then we head up from Chepstow through Monmouth. Is there a place called Pandy? Ross on Wye, I think. Then up to Kington, and then Knighton, which is where the Glyndwr Way starts. Well, how I started it is where it starts. It depends. If you're going the other way, it finishes there. Then up onto Welshpool. That's apparently 2 days. And well, we'll see. And then yeah, and then to Llanymynech Bridge from there, and then again the 2 miles from Llanymynech Bridge to home. So you know, that's fine. I've been looking, and preliminarily, I know it's quite early, but the weather isn't looking too bad. But we'll see, that can all change. But yeah, bricking it a little bit, so much so that I almost missed our turn off here. Oh, it'll be alright, won't it? Or it won't be. I've slept on a stile before now, so yeah. Anyway, waffle, that's next week. Let's do this week. I'm expecting the path to be busy next week. I've just and that's the last time I'll talk about it, but it is sort of linked to this path because I've been going for 52 minutes. I've done just over 2.5 miles and I haven't seen a single person, which is great, fantastic. But it's going to change when we get to Lake Vyrnwy. Absolutely it will, even on daylight today. It's not too bad. It wasn't giving any rain until like 4 o'clock this afternoon, so I've come out early and driven through 3 rather heavy showers. So I've got my coat with me, I've got my drone with me, just in case we get an opportunity to take a nice video. It's not too windy today, so we'll see. And it doesn't weigh much. I shan't be taking it with me on the multi-dayers, probably, just generally, because I know it's not heavy, it's not, but it's a little bit of extra bulk. It's quite likely it would get damaged in my bag because it'll be more full of things, and it's also something else to charge. Now, I'm testing out the hypothesis that I will be able to charge en route, so we'll see how that works out. Right, anyway, back to this. And it's quite rugged down here. My knees are somewhat feeling it. Hey, look. This has been down a little while by the looks of things. Sort of bent to the shape of the road. Quite a pleasant little valley, this. Quiet. This section, and this section alone, is the reason that I was looking thinking about bringing my hiking boots. It does take you literally down a river, but that's okay, we should be all right. Just take our time with it. See, definitely down there. This is where the sheep cross by the looks of those tracks, and also Mr. Quad Bike. Right, down the river we will go, and I'm going to put you away so I can concentrate. Wink. Did I hold my gut in? Maybe I'll burn some of that off next week. Or week after next. Look at all this wood sorrel and other stuff. That's wood sorrel there, that one. And these might be wild strawberries. They look kind of like them. The bluebells are out. The ferns are growing, fern cotton. This is nice. I may have mentioned this before, but May is definitely my favourite month. This year especially so, because even though the weather's not amazing like it was 2 years ago when the aurora was happening and this was sunshine and I was coming down here and loving it, I'm still loving it. But we had from so last year, as example, we had a spell of no rain pretty much and just glorious sunshine, or at least it felt like, from like mid-March all the way through to the end of May, and it was lovely. Too dry maybe, because I went camping in May and it was really hard. The ground was really hard, so I did a hammock camp after that. I do usually do a hammock camp in May as well, but because of my plans this year I've had to not do that. And also there'll be hopefully some time later in the year for that when the weather's good. Look at this thing. That's a big old stick. That's a big old debarked stick. Why is that debarked? What's happened to it? I don't know. We're gonna vacate it. It's gonna go over there now. Can't fall into the road then, can it? Yeah, what was my point? I don't know what my point was. I think my point was this, is that this winter was particularly difficult because from Christmas until the end of March it just rained constantly. And if anything, we're having the April showers now in May, which is fine, but that's why things are now finally starting to grow. And they're finally starting to grow, but they're growing quickly, because you get a lot of hard rain that gets into the soil, and then the sun comes out, and the sun's getting quite strong now. So yeah, it's nice, it's good. Anyway, right, that was my point. This year's very different to last year. But I am hoping for my multi-day hike and for sun creaming and things like that. I said I wouldn't mention it again, didn't I? Just hikes in general. This is the sort of weather I want. Maybe a scotch warmer, but nicely overcast. UV's low today, not getting any higher than 3. So yeah, and that video I did where I bottled it, although it might not look like I was enjoying it at the time, I really did enjoy that, especially battling down that dike, river flood overgrown bit. That was great. I didn't even know that was there. I'd done everything else before, but I hadn't done that section before, and that was fun. Next time I come down the path, that didn't go well. I was almost across, but this branch over here, that one there got snagged on my backpack and I couldn't get out, so it's probably ruptured something. Oh well, it is what it is. Right, I don't see a way of crossing this without getting wet feet, but we'll try. Maybe I do that, something like that again, but with a smaller bag like this. Because I didn't need to take, in the end, I didn't need to take my big bag because I changed my plan on that first mountain. But there we go, I'm waffling again. This is the Glyndwr way. This is also Simonablokeinthewoods. They both come this way, so Simonablokeinthewoods comes up from Pont Llogel, goes all this way, and then when you get to Lake Vyrnwy, instead of turning right, you actually go up and across the dam, up past the Lake Vyrnwy Hotel, into the mountains, and then eventually you end up in a place called Simonablokeinthewoods, which is why it's called the Simonablokeinthewoods. And a lot of people do it south to north, a bit like the Offa's Dyke and the Glyndwr way, actually. So that tends to be the preferred way. I prefer Simonablokeinthewoods from the north because I grew up in the village of Llanganog. My very early years, my first 10 years of my life anyway. So I like starting there. That's insane.
These monks had the right idea, didn't they?
Huh?
These old monks had the right idea.
They bloody did. Look at that!
Whoa.
I might do a little panorama here.
You are doing a panorama currently as you speak. What are you saying you might do?
A real one. And doing it the other way, and then you end up in Pont Llogel. And if you wanted to make it a longer walk, you can then go from Pont Llogel and you can do the Ann Griffiths walk, which this is a very long video file. Why am I waffling so much? It's like a little vlog or podcast or something. Video cast. I don't know what are they called these days. Anyway, so I've always wanted to do the Pedder's Way ever since just before lockdown, actually, when I started getting into like outdoor videos and things, and I was very much inspired to do the Glyndwr's Way, actually, because of a bloke called Simon. Some of you might know Simon, a bloke in the woods. He does many different things on his channel, but a lot of them, well, not a lot of them, but some of them are multi-day hikes or you know, national trails and things like that. HazeOutdoors is another one you should check out for multi-day hike inspiration. Anyway, yeah, so anyway, I don't know what this is, what's going on. I don't know. Hey, look, we're still in the woods. This is nice. I think I'll just cut all that out. Maybe put that in a different video. Some thoughts on the trails, like a mix of thoughts on the trails or something, we'll call it. I don't know. Anyway, met the first person on the trail going the other way. Hour and a half in. Just coming up to just over 4.5 miles, so that's almost half of it. And yeah, it looked to be day hiking like me. Probably doing a little loop. I wonder if he's the car I parked next to. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Doing it the opposite way. No. Right, here we are, coming into, I forget the name, this place. There's a caravan park here, and it's a little hamlet otherwise, and there's not a lot else. Very nice though, lovely. Hey Tom, do you remember this, Tom?
Hello.
Find a ladder.
It's all it's not open, which makes sense actually now. But there's plumbing bits coming out, so I'm assuming it's water. Or was water.
Seemed to be a lot more accessible last time. Oh god, when was that? 5 years ago, I think. Yeah, 2021. That was a lovely day in spring as well, April. Glorious day. Cooler today, believe it or not. Just about to make out the bottom end of the lake where the dam is, and I'm at this crossroad. So Pont Llogel goes that way, we've just come this way from the Glyndwr way. Yeah, they both link up just over there. They just do a little square basically. The Glyndwr way goes through that gate and down those two fields, and I've done that countless. Well, I've done that on the Glyndwr's way, I've done that on the both times I've done the Pont Llogel. So I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to go down here because I've never been down here, and this links up to where we want to go anyway. So let's go explore and hopefully keep my feet dry. It looked like quite a boggy field, that one, so we're going down here just because I've never done it before. And here we are, down the other side of it. I ran down through those woods because well, it was downhill and I was cold. I'm determined not to put this coat on. Oh, there we go. Lovely view of the lake developing. Now we go steep down here now. Oh yes. Okay, we're below the dam, or we're just coming up to being. Yep, we're definitely underneath it now. Those cars are higher than we are. Oh. Oh, look at this eruption of yellow, and they've redone the signs. Nice. So the cafe and the dam are that way, but we're actually going straight this way. I would advise, if you are visiting the lake via Glyndwr way, that you actually go up and see it on the dam, but because I come here quite often, I'm not adding it to today's adventure. Just behind those trees, in this sort of half forgotten turnaround, possibly if you arrived late and left early, that might be a place to, well, there's a few options. I'm not sure what this building is, but there's a house right here, so careful. Okay, so we've got just over 3 miles left to go. We're still a way off coming on that new section. It is just like the last little bit, so I've kind of made you wait for that until the end of the video. It's good video making. Incentive for you to stay and see the bit that you're looking for, although you could just skip forward, in which case you've missed this bit. Feeling good though. Like I say, it's just over 7 miles done. Feel really good. There's just a little bit of like some grainage in my feet due to like little stones getting in. I need to find some gaiters that will work with these, but I'm not going to manage that before next week, so we'll just have to put up with it. Oh, here we are coming into the village of Llanwddyn, and the gates for some reason on this section have all been needed a little bit of extra work lifting. Hello sheep. Meh. Do you know what? You're the first people who've been chatty with me. No one else has bothered. You look weird. Why do you look so weird? Probably a breed I'm not familiar with. Alright. Oh, okay. Bye then. After the quietness of being on fire tracks and paths all morning, this could get quite jarring now. We've got to walk about 300 meters or so, I think it is, on the road up this hill. So I'll see you when I get to the top. We've left the road. I had a close escape. Somebody didn't want to go onto the other side of the road. I think they were expecting me to jump into the verge. I didn't, but we were quite close. Is this the new bit? Is this the new bit? It is drizzling now. I can't remember if we went that way or if we went this way and then up that way. That doesn't look new. That looks fine. That's alright. Yeah, I think we did go up there. I think we did go up there though. I think they might have covered that up. Oh, look at this. Bluebells, this lovely single track lane. Already I'm liking it. I was definitely saying this way. I swear that was covered before, so this must be it. Doesn't look overly new, but this is definitely the way it's pointing. That would take us back down to County, I guess. So essentially we've just come around the mountain. Right, we're going up here. Just checking on mass thing. It does reckon we take a right soon. Ha! I can't see a sign. Interesting. The hidden, you could just quite easily just walk straight past that, couldn't you? Right. Oh my god. It's the steps of Cirth Ongol. Oh, the fire track road is gentler on the knees. This is good though. This is new territory for me. So this section that I'm doing now is closed for 5 years at least. Probably longer because the COVID happened as well. Yeah, we didn't do this. There's a landslide apparently. And then I guess it just took a long time to clear. Incidentally, I need to check what the situation is at the lake, because half of was a storm. Good lord, woohoo! Was it Storm Dennis? It was Storm something. No, it wasn't Dennis. It wasn't Dave. Oh, Storm Dag Mara. No, I don't know. Whatever. Just before Christmas last year, half the trees on one side of the lake came down, across the road, ripped up the road with it. So it'd be interesting to see how they have got on with that. Good Lord. Whew. Good. This is good, isn't it? Hard going though, on all these steps. This is the crux of the video. This is why I've come out here today, to do this bit. The road is easier. If you wanted an alternative, if it was late, it's about the same distance. But look how nice this is in the woods, in the steep woods. We are literally just climbing up a mountain. Well, that was a nice little leg burner and no mistake. Whew. In the darkness. Oh God. Whew. I'll bring you back at the next noteworthy point, which is like literally 3 seconds later. Look at these mossy woodland floor. This this thing, which has obviously fallen down and then decided it wants to grow again. Or is that something growing on it? Unknown. Look at this lovely grassy bit. Oh, this is nice. This has definitely been worth the climb up the steps. It's lovely. It's not flat. Hammock camping. You could probably do a bit of hammock camping here. Oh, right. Jesus. I know it sounds like I'm complaining. I'm not. I'm just a bit out of breath. But this is well worth it. So dark in here. Oh. And it's even flat. You could probably pitch. Actually, I don't know. The ground's very bumpy here. Very lumpy and rooty. And then, oh, where are we now? Where's this? Well, something that snapped off. But I guess we go left here. Where the hell's this? It is raining now as well. But I'm not far away. Mile and a half. If it gets heavier, I'll put a coat on, but maybe this is just a little shower. It doesn't feel too bad. I don't feel cold because I just climbed up all those stairs. Ooh. How wondrous. We're back on that fire track that we turned off to come up the hill, I guess. I don't know where this landslide was. Oh, doesn't that look inviting? Ah, what's over there? That looks like a oh, it just ends in that field by the looks of things. But oh, that's a nice looking lane. In fact, I'm going to take a picture of it. But yeah, of the last 3 or 4 miles, I haven't seen anywhere that would be suitable to pitch a tent if you were trying to do that. But then again, I've never tried camping on this route, so if you have, let us know where you did. Or did you arrange to have places to stop? A lot of people do this baggage train thing. It is quite expensive though, for the national trails. I think it would cost me about £2 if I wanted to do the whole Offers Dyke, with somebody basically taking you from the start to finish. That's your overnight accommodation and logistics of like your overnight stuff, the stuff that you wouldn't take hiking with you. It's an option, but it's a bit of an expensive option, well, for me anyway. Yeah, and then I suppose other people just like, this is going to be the day. When we get to the end, we get to the end. That's the end of the day. Whereas my thinking for the Offers Dyke is take the tent with me. If I get to a point where they're suitable for me to stay overnight in a room, great. If not in a campsite, marvelous. Otherwise, if I'm roughing it, like I finish the day, I can't go on anymore, that is jump in the tent, go very early in the morning. and then obviously I'm not going to be walking like the whole day, so I might do a couple of hours in the morning, find somewhere nice just to spend a couple of hours, chill out a bit. Maybe if it's quite a big place, pop into like Wetherspoons or something like that. I don't know much about it actually. I've got the guidebook, I'll take it with me. I haven't really read it beforehand. Oh, right, we leave the fire road here. I guess that's what it is. It could just be an access track. This will most likely be where the landslide happened, I would guess. It's another lovely path. It's like nature in those 5 years. Did nature really take it over again? It doesn't look as well trodden as some of what I've seen. I wouldn't say it's been maintained. Maybe quite a lot of people have come this way since it's opened again. I don't actually know when it opened again. Like I say, I just got Simon's message saying that it was open. I am very much enjoying this woodland. It's very nice. Don't actually know where we are. I know where we're aiming for. Are we going to do a bit of fields here? Possibly. That'll make a change. I don't think I've done a single field today. I think it's all been woodland and tracks. Oh no, there was a little bit by coming out of Lake Vernway. There was a little bit. Yeah, that's fieldy though, that is. Yvette Fielding. So you go through the wall? God, that's kind of... Oh, that way. I was going to say, it's kind of misleading. It's not really. Cuckoo! It is lovely. Oh, look at these, fresh. Oh, nice. Right, over the wall. Well, the pointless wall, they put the fence, but oh, I don't know. Anyway, this way. Oh! Nice and open. I would get the drone out, but there's sheep and lambs. So, we're catching the wind a bit. Wow! Check that out! That's one thing we've struggled for, is long distance views today, because it's been uppy and downy in the valleys, but look at that. That's impressive. There it is, if I'm not very much mistaken. And there's the road that was the alternate route, and it comes out by that church. I think we come out this side of the church, I'm not sure. This lammy hasn't got up yet. He knows we're here. Oh, there, he's getting up now. Doesn't seem too fussed. Well, we're not going anywhere near you anyway. We're going this way. Oh, he's coming across. Hello. I'm going that way. Oh, is your mum on this side? Is that why you're coming this way? Shall we stop? Shall we let you go? Yeah. That one's a surrogate mother, I would say. Right. You don't see many black sheep, do you? It used to be, because you had to bleach the wool, whereas if you've got white wool, it takes colour easier. I don't know. I might be wrong. Oh, lovely. It feels warmer now that these trees are blocking the wind as well. I think the sun might be trying to come out. This has gone a bit wrong, because my battery is now down to like 24%. It's only supposed to be a short video. Oh, wow! Nice. This is steep. This will be where the landslip must have happened. Down here. Bloody hell. I know we've got some altitude to shed, but this is... Woo, this is going to be... I might have to concentrate here. I'll just wait until we get a little bit darker into the... Wow, look how dark it is. Oh, this is something else. And so silent. You can hear the odd bird. Whew. Oh, holy hell. This is steep. Oh, God. Like really steep. I'm glad I'm wearing my trail runners here. I've got some good grip. Bloody hell. Oh, I say we've shed a lot of that altitude already. And then we come back out of the woods over here. Alrighty then. We go right here. Lovely. I want to go see that ruined old building over there, but the path is very much this way. That's a shame. Into a different woodland now. Or is it the same one? It might be the same one. The geography of this woods now is starting to look very similar to the beginning of the Anne Griffiths, which is like the other side of the road, and also the Glyndwr way. When you come out of Pont Llogel, the other side, it goes through woods very similar to this, but flatter. I've crashed out a bit, which isn't a problem because it's I'm almost at the end, but this is something that I'm gonna have to bear in mind. I've gone a bit shaky. I don't think I've been eating and drinking enough, so I'll have to stay on top of that. But it's alright, it's not the end of the world. Good to know these things. This is the most insane woodland path. I can see why they closed it. It's up and down and snaking around and around. It just feels like it shouldn't be a path. It's very rugged. It's good. I like it. I'm enjoying it, but it's hard going. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice little hut. I wonder what the story of that little hut is. That's lovely. This hasn't been trodden in a while. Not as extensively anyway. But we're going for that gate over there. I think I've biked past that house actually on one of my diversion bike excursions, I think. What's going on here then? We're not on a summit. What's that? And this dead, twisted tree. Wow. Big hole in it. A couple of big holes in it. Whoop. Right, I see a house up ahead. That looks like the church actually, or that converted chapel. So I'm feeling like this is coming towards the end. Thank you very much for watching this video where I've revisited the Glyndwr's Way to have a look at the bit that I missed because it was closed when I did the walk. I did all that in sections anyway, but yeah, nice to come back and revisit it. Very much in the mood for national trails at the minute, but yeah, don't underestimate how hard that bit is. That might be one of the hardest bits on the whole trail. I can't really remember anything that's harder going than that, but maybe there were, I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.